It all began on a quiet evening, standing in front of the mirror, shirt half lifted, stomach spilling over the waistline, chest soft, shoulders slouched. He stared at himself, not with hatred, but with the painful realization that the man looking back wasn't who he wanted to be. He was tired of feeling out of breath from climbing stairs, tired of hiding behind baggy clothes, tired of the excuses that had kept him stuck for years. That night, he made a decision. Tomorrow, he would walk into the gym. No more waiting for someday. Month 1, the shock. The first day at the gym was terrifying. The clanging of weights, the smell of iron and sweat, the sight of sculpted bodies moving with confidence, it all made him feel like an intruder. His hands trembled as he picked up the lightest dumbbells, yet even those felt like boulders. The treadmill seemed endless, every step heavy, lungs burning after just a few minutes. His muscles screamed in pain the next day, soreness making it hard to sit or even raise his arms. But deep down, he knew this pain was progress. The body that had been asleep for years was finally waking up. Month 2, building discipline. The novelty wore off, and now came the real test: consistency. Motivation began to fade, replaced by the daily battle between comfort and commitment. He learned to meal prep, filling containers with grilled chicken, brown rice, and vegetables, even though the smell of fried foods from outside tempted him every evening. Friends teased him for drinking water instead of soda, for skipping late-night takeout, but he stayed strong. Every day he returned to the gym, sometimes tired, sometimes frustrated, but always determined. Each workout became a promise kept to himself. Month 3, the first signs of change. By the third month, he began noticing subtle changes. His t-shirts hung a little looser. His jeans buttoned easier. A faint line of muscle appeared along his arms. The scale didn't move drastically, but his energy skyrocketed. He no longer needed an afternoon nap, and he woke up with purpose. The mirror, once a source of shame, now whispered encouragement. He wasn't there yet, but he could see the man he wanted to become slowly forming. Month 4 to 5, the struggles and plateaus. The honeymoon phase ended. His weight stalled. Lifts felt stuck. He started doubting himself, wondering if all this effort was worth it. Some days he skipped workouts, telling himself he'd make it up tomorrow. Cravings got stronger. One weekend, he gave in, binging on junk food and feeling guilty afterward. But instead of quitting like he would have in the past, he reset. He learned that plateaus are part of the process, that success wasn't about never failing but about always returning. He adjusted his plan, added new exercises, and pushed harder. Month 6, visible transformation. At the 6-month mark, the change was undeniable. His face looked leaner, his jawline sharper, his posture straighter. He could lift weights that once intimidated him. He squatted with confidence, deadlifted without fear, ran longer without gasping for air. People started noticing. "You look different," friends said. Family complimented his energy. He smiled more, not out of pride in his appearance, but out of pride in his progress. For the first time, he felt in control of his life. Months 7 to 9, becoming the gym warrior. The gym was no longer intimidating, it was his sanctuary. The clang of plates, once overwhelming, now fueled him. He craved the burn of muscles, the sweat dripping down his face, the victory of finishing a brutal set. Nutrition wasn't punishment anymore, it was fuel. He experimented with recipes, made protein shakes, and understood the importance of rest and recovery. The man who once doubted he could do a single push-up now pushed through sets of pull-ups, bench presses, and heavy squats. His body transformed, but so did his mindset. He no longer saw fitness as a temporary fix, but as a way of life. Month 10 to 12, the new identity. A year after that first nervous step into the gym, he stood in front of the same mirror where it all began. But this time, he didn't see the tired, sluggish man he once was. He saw broad shoulders, strong arms, a solid chest, and a leaner waist. More than that, he saw confidence in his eyes, discipline in his posture, and pride in his spirit. He wasn't finished, because transformation never truly ends, but he had become a new man, a stronger, healthier, unstoppable version of himself. The lesson: fitness storytelling is not just about muscles gained or fat lost. It's about battles fought in silence, against cravings, laziness, and self-doubt. It's about the discipline to show up every day, even when results are slow. It's about rewriting your story, one workout, one meal, one choice at a time.